Well, hey everybody, it's HeapCVA. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Yes, it has been a while since I've been here. And what I want to do first is extend my apology. The only thing I can tell you without trying to make excuses is that life sometimes takes control of your life and dictates what you do on a daily basis. And I have been in that position since the end of September, on and off, and it really got in front of all of my plans and all of the other things I wanted to do. First and foremost, for my channel on YouTube and some other things I was coming up with, and it just blew me out of the water, literally, till the Christmas holiday. And then January, I was just getting organized again so that I could try to get back to it and put together content for the YouTube channel in February. If you looked at my Facebook page, I had said that I intended to try to get a video out. Now, that being said, and any more information on the whys would take the better part of 2 or 3 videos to get into detail of everything that has gone on in my life and my family's life, basically. So it's easier to just go back to what I like to do best. I may not do it the best on YouTube, but I certainly like to do it a lot, is get back into EmergeNYC after a significant break, several months. August, September, somewhere around in there. We weren't squirting water and putting out fires yet, that's for sure. We did have a character to drive the fire apparatus, but that's as far as we had gotten when I kind of stepped away. I'm glad that I took a break, and I'm glad that I've kept up a little bit and came back to it. So here's our chauffeur, what the game calls a driver, for 30 engine. And notice that I said the word game. I'm going to call EmergeNYC a pre-alpha game. So I'm not going to use the terminology demo anymore, because we can pull hose, throw ladders, squirt water, and actually extinguish a fire, which is what most of the people wanted to do when this thing came out. What are we, well over a year ago now? I think. At least it seems like that. A lot of people are just finally happy, and all they ever wanted to do was pull a hose line and squirt water on fire. It took a while to get there. There was a lot of side roads taken and missteps and everything else, but at the end of the day, here we are. And I'm actually happy to be back in this game. There's been significant changes. I'm impressed, not like I would when, if somebody gave me a couple $1 million, but I mean, things are coming along quite nicely. The academy looks pretty much complete. Things are functioning. The hose is still a little weird. Pumping can be a little buggy, but at the end of the day, we're doing stuff. We're not just taking a tour of Manhattan. And that honestly got old after a while, and I'm not poking anybody in the eye at Flip Switch, because I think they bit off considerably more than they could chew. Now, I did read today that Ralph is back into it after having something happen in his life. And you can look on the forums at Steam if you want to get any more information on that. They've updated their game engine again, which is a good thing. It'll never be a bad thing to have cutting edge and anything that's more powerful for what they want to do in this game. And he's getting ready to get some work done. There's a lot to do. Remember, it's just like with anything else. 2 new things come out. One thing that was working before breaks, and another breaks that nobody knew about. So where do I fit in this, knowing that you haven't heard from me for a while, and other people have stepped in to play this game and create content on YouTube that are ahead of me now. And honestly, I'm watching their stuff too, to be honest with you, because I have to learn how this game works, because it works nothing like the demo. Other than the driving part, there's a lot of new stuff. Just look at the function and the character menus on the left-hand side. On the bottom right, stuff that you can carry that's important apparently to the game. The map, which will take over and actually functions now. A lot has changed, and man, do I got some work to do. This is cut 11 or take 11. Each one has had its ups and downs as far as creating a first video to get back into it. I tried being in the academy. I've tried being, in the open, or whatever they call it, open play or whatever it is, on the island. I don't think I'm ready for the island for you guys to watch me yet. I make too many mistakes. I've been crashing into things. I've been taking out cars. Now, granted, crashing into the traffic is not a strike against you, because the traffic still doesn't respond to much in the game on the map. It just freaks out. And sometimes it goes to pull over and then it makes an immediate left turn and creams you anyway. Nothing you can do about that. I'm just going to pretend that these fire trucks are made out of a combination of super bulletproof steel, Teflon, and some kind of shocking device that shocks the traffic into punishing them for getting in my way. Hopefully nobody takes offense to that. But I thought I'd go here to talk about what I see right this minute, to kind of get me back into it compared to where I was last time, trust me. And give another impression, it's not a first impression by any stretch, of what I see, what I think needs to be addressed, which, I mean, God, go to the Steam forums. You got to take Steam's forum and break it into subparts. There are the people that see something wrong that make a legitimate recommendation. There are those who, when we haven't even got the basics done yet, want something new and extra, which is not in the game yet. And those that maybe they're trying to get ahead of themselves. There's really no instruction manual, so I mean, you have to go to the forums and do a lot of reading. I'm doing that myself and looking at other videos. And those that are simply here to complain. They complain on every channel, they complain on every forum, and they're still out there. It is what it is, man. You can't hold your breath waiting for this stuff to change. But at the end of the day, all you can really care about is being your own cheerleader, if you will, and your own supporter, because that's who you can depend on the most. Everybody else could let you down, maybe not on purpose, but could inadvertently let you down just when you need them most. So depend on yourself and no one else. I am encouraged that maybe Flip Switch will get to the finish line with this thing, because I had some doubts for a while, and all I can do is keep my fingers crossed and at least go out and put out fires for a while. It's running on my computer. I haven't changed anything. I'm running it at the worst video settings and everything, which is fastest, I guess. It's not too bad. I can see everything. I understand that that's a fire engine and that's a driver. I mean, there's nothing that's not unrecognizable. Sorry. Don't know why that was so hard to say. So I'm not unhappy. So where am I at in this game? I know that we can drive now, and that like the cameras changed a little bit as you drive. It isn't just necessarily tagged onto the back. I wish it was. I didn't mind going to the side or to the front as long as it swung back real fast. It takes a little bit longer to do that. If there's a button I'm missing that makes that camera move faster, would you leave me a comment about what button I'm not pushing? I'd appreciate it. Just like the question mark up top in the right hand corner, it doesn't work either. And I don't know if it hasn't been working for a while and it's just because I'm just getting back into it that I didn't know that, but it doesn't do a thing. Now I know we're getting some extra buttons around to tell us what to do, but there was some other functionality, if I'm not mistaken, on the keyboard picture that I'm not seeing anywhere. So here's what I'm impressed with to a level that, you know, makes me look forward to the next update. Now we knew that the door is open. For a long time there was nothing in the compartments, but the doors do open. Sometimes your guy gets in the way. I know that's going to happen. If you click close enough to the panel when you're doing something, you get information on the pump panel. Like that. There's stuff in the compartments that can be taken out. The nozzle right now in this compartment. The hydrant wrench back here. Not much else going on right now. And from doing my own looking around and reading the forums and going to the videos and stuff, these hose packs, which I thought could be used anytime, can only be used when going upstairs and connecting to a standpipe, which is what that thing is called in upstairs in a high-rise. I like, woo, what happened there? What was that all about? I guess he got to quit eating donuts. He's actually making the fire truck jump off the ground. Anyway, when you get close, I really like the how they've engineered the mechanics for getting the hose lines out of the back hose beds. Great. There's also a hose connection here, which is nice. It's very handy. So you can get the smaller attack line, not the smallest, but A is 2.5 with the letter T. Boink. I don't like that it kind of jumps out like that, but I like that if you mess it up, hit F. It's all back to where it was. One of the things you will never have to do at this point in this game is load hose back on the fire truck. And speaking from somebody that loaded a lot of hose in my life, after calls, you know, over and over again, thousands of feet, this I wish was reality, because it would have saved me a lot of grief over in my career. 3.5, which is more like supply line. It's what you're going to pump to the ladder truck with, or the tower ladder, I'm sorry. And you can use it as a supply line as far as I know. This is one of the fire extinguishers you can snag, which is cool. Didn't have that before. Like that, it goes right back where it belongs. There is some stuff in these compartments, especially this one here, if I'm not mistaken, is where the irons are. Some more bundles are up here. Haven't tried to see if they work. They don't have a letter next to them, but certainly you can get the irons out of there, which is cool. You can get the ladders off the rack now. Wherever my cursor is, it'll come down and it'll let you pick the ladders off. I'm not going to do that because, quite honestly, I haven't read or watched the video on how to operate the ladders yet since the last time I saw them, where it was kind of a cluster. This side of the panel has changed a little bit. We've got a side suction hose. In here is something that I'm still trying to figure out, is what I call a ground, as in on the ground. Ground monitor. And it's not a deck gun because it's not mounted on the deck of the unit. This one actually sits on the ground. I can get it to squirt water, and I've figured out how to connect it, but controlling it, not so much. Not having much luck with that yet. And shutting the door on this some days is like, drives me crazy. There, finally. Gosh, I thought we were going to have a birthday. So then we come around to the front. You notice that we got letters to get connections done here. We have a quick attack line here with the letter Q. There's another, excuse me, another hose connection there. I don't know if it's an inlet or an outlet. If you guys know, let me know. And that this hose line that's in this tray is connected to here as a quick attack, and I know it as a bumper line because it's mounted on the bumper, right? So those are the kind of things I understand about this game right now. I also understand that depending on what apparatus you're on, you get to do some things in the academy that are an upgrade from what we were doing the last time I made a video for you guys. Now this is what I'm talking about, where I'm waiting for the camera to get attached to the engine again. Now I haven't adjusted steering, so it's going to be taking every corner so wide it's not funny. But I do like how this is working out. I'm learning more every time I start the game, and I'm feeling more like or feeling the enthusiasm I thought I would have early on, because I was going to be able to do stuff in a fire-related game, which there are a few of, to kind of enjoy myself in between doing things outdoors or whatever. And you know, we're almost there. It's so close, it's not funny. You know, so I'm going to stop here for a second because I'm not going to take too long in this video. And like I said, that's why I'm not in Manhattan right now, because I made so many mistakes in the 5 takes that I tried to do in the city that I thought, no, I'm not even going to try. I mean, I'm sure you guys would like the laugh, but it was frustrating me, and it was making the videos go too long. And that's certainly not my goal by any stretch of the imagination. One of the things I'm learning the hard way is that each of the hose lines has a secondary, or the letter to get it to function is different on each. So I have to learn that the hard way, because, and I understand why now, because there are some times when you go to, let's say you get the supply line connected, and then you want to, I had to remember that that's G. Where did I get that from? I don't want that. Put that back. Where's my hydrant wrench? Where is my hydrant wrench? Did I leave it somewhere? Did I ever have it? Sometimes you just walk up to it. Well, it's definitely not on there, so where'd it go? That's interesting. I don't remember. I'm going to have to watch the video now to see if I took it out somewhere. Where did it go? Nope, I'm still picking up a water can, which is not what I want. Oops. Pick that up. X. I don't know where that hydrant wrench went. Wow, that's embarrassing as heck. So you know what I'm going to have to do here is get help. Literally, get help. Right? Confirm. And that's 32. He's going to join the party. That's embarrassing. I honestly, I mean, I don't see it laying on the ground anywhere. Did somebody steal it? Is that part of the game? Is that there's theft? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. That's probably never going to be funny. But it just is catching me completely off guard here. So we'll just pull up here, because I can do all the things I need to do. And do one thing real quick. I'm going to turn that on, because that'll get something else going on. So we'll come over here and we'll see if my hydrant wrench is there. There it is right there. How about that? So I'll come over here and turn the hydrant on for this guy. There's a nozzle sitting on the ground. That's just weird. And no, you're not going to get it. See, there's a nozzle right there. How did that get dropped? No? Get in there and put that back in the rig. There it is. Good. And he's doing a little bit of twitching on me. It's weird, the doors that are open, that I don't remember picking or opening them. I mean, nothing surprises me in this early build. You know, we're still in the learning mode. Come on, all I want to do is open the door. Can I not open the door? Oh, sorry, I got motion sick when I did that. Actually, I'm going to drop this because I don't want it. Anyway, let's bring the driver back from here. Put him back in his turnout gear without his breather. No, that's not what I wanted. It's just weird. But I have this going on now. Well, the door opened that time. Still no hydrant wrench. And so what I can do right this minute is, see, I don't have an inlet connection, which is stranger than strange. And notice that there's this halo around the hose. Notice that he doesn't have an opportunity. There should be an image here that there's not. So I don't know what I did wrong there. I'm just completely flabbergasted that that happened. But so much for showing you something. And I mean, you can see there's a heck of a fire going here, but I can't trust this company to, apparently it's having mechanical difficulties. So see, it's not, there it is. Did that give me water pressure? Sometimes it's as easy as doing that. No. Gosh. I didn't want to have a long video. I wanted to knock this thing out. No, not going to let me do that, that's for sure. That would be too easy, right? Too easy. Really? Can you not see that it's right there? So I'm learning that you got to really be careful. See, I still don't have a hydrant. And that's stranger than strange, you know? Sorry for borrowing 32's deal. But in any event, you can tell that I can't necessarily blame the game per se. I could have done something wrong that I just don't even know. It might be a glitch. I mean, I have had times where I've loaded this up and had a problem. I have read that the Academy can give you fits sometimes. But with that being said, I just wanted to let you guys know I was back into it. I'm teaching myself how to use the equipment so I can at least sort of act like I know what I'm talking about, know what I'm doing. Does it always work? No, you're seeing that as we're sitting here watching this misery. And know that behind this will be another video and another video. I've got some fire station videos, old firehouse videos, and some other stuff I got going on as well, plus some questions that have been asked to me that I owe answers to that I'm struggling with a couple of them because the answers aren't super easy. So with that being said, thank you so much for coming by my channel. Hopefully you'll be looking forward to more content on my channel again, and I look forward to your comments, your questions, your thumbs up if you like the fact that I'm back on the channel, I'm back in the saddle making videos again, and think about subscribing. It's free. What a lame ass, sorry about that, lame excuse, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, hope you had a great weekend. Ours was a 3-day weekend. If you're in the United States, you probably enjoyed that. If not, hope your weekend was as good as it could be. Hope you're going to have a good week wherever you're on the planet, whether you're in the sunshine right this minute or it's starting to get dark for you. You know and I know we'll see each other in another video soon enough. You guys take care, and I'll see you soon.